Wow. One of them starts putting her luggage. Hey guys, what's up? I feel like it's always in this lobby that I am talking to you guys when I'm about to start my day. It is super late right now. It's 1:30. Only leaving the house now. I just spent the entire morning just chilling. Then I also talked to my mom for an hour, and then I also had a phone call with a friend of mine. It's a really gray, windy, rainy day today. I'm not gonna try to do anything too like big or touristy. I was thinking of doing museum, but I'm just gonna save that for maybe tomorrow or one of the nicer days. I have a couple of admin things that I need to do today anyway, so what I'm actually just going to do is I'm going to go get some food now because there is a burger place that has really good reviews that I really want to check out. And then after that, I'm just going to go to a cafe or a Starbucks, whatever's nearby and most convenient, and I'm just gonna do some work there and kind of have a relaxing computer tasks kind of day. First, let's go get some food. So I just passed the Starbucks and I wanted to go in there and do a couple of hours of work in there, but it was so small that all of the seats and stuff were already taken, so there was literally nowhere to sit. So I go outside Starbucks and I leave them all. And then I see a bunch of runners. Today is the Toulouse Urban Trail of 24 kilometers, so it's almost 3 kilometers longer than a half marathon, and it goes through the entire city of Toulouse, and it's not blocked off or roped off or anything like that. The runners are just running through the streets, through the roads for 24 kilometers, so that's really cool. I didn't realize that was happening today. Since Starbucks is full, I'm gonna go back to the cafe that I was at yesterday because I saw that they do have Wi-Fi, and I saw that there was also a girl there on her laptop, so it should be okay to work there, and that's just a 5-minute walk this way, so we're gonna go there, try to do some work from that cafe. I didn't even tell you guys how the burger was. Really, really good. 8.8. No, 8.9 out of 10. Really good. Like the meat, amazing. Also really well seasoned because some burger places, they don't salt the meat at all. So it does taste really beefy, but then it also tastes a little bit on the bland side. Not with this place. It was really good, really flavorful. The fries and the sauces that came with the fries were also fantastic. I think the only thing that I would have maybe changed a little bit, I think it could have been improved with like a little bit more vegetables, like maybe a bit more pickle, a bit more onion, but I know that's a personal preference. An amazing burger would go back there. 8.9 out of 10. Heading back to the apartment now. Stayed at the cafe for a bit, did some work, did some editing. As you can see, I think the raincoat was a good choice for today, even though it wasn't raining when I left. Definitely is now. It's going to be about half an hour on foot, and then we'll just stay in the apartment for the rest of the day. I have no idea how, in my 2 days of walking around for literal hours, I somehow managed to miss the town center of Toulouse. out of the church now. I'm heading down to this little chapel that's right around the corner. I just had a quick look inside the chapel. The chapel was stunning. Honestly, it's so beautiful. So the French Mass went way longer than I expected. I thought it would be just an hour, but it ended up being an hour and a half. So they started the English Mass immediately after the French one at 12. And I decided I wanted to stay a little bit for that one as well. So I stayed for about half of that Mass and then I left. And now I'm heading back around the corner to get something to eat. I have to tell you what just happened. I got the train and I'm just sitting in my seat, and you know they have those luggage things for like if you're sitting here, and they have like the overhead kind of storage things for your luggage in the train. And I was just like sitting there minding my own business, and one girl and her friends who are passing through, one of them starts putting her luggage in the storage area right where I'm sitting, and it slips and it fell, no joke, like literally right on my head, and it was right on the part where my headphones are as well. I had no idea that it was happening because I was like, my head was down, I was looking at my phone, I was listening to stuff on my earphones, so I had no idea that it was going to happen. And I only realized what happened when there was this blinding pain in the back of my head. For a second I was like, oh my god, I'm concussed, I've broken my neck. Obviously I haven't, like it's fine, but it did really hurt, and it was just such a shock, like oh my god, a fucking suitcase has just fallen on my head. This has never happened before either. So that was actually kind of funny, but no long-term damage, hopefully. And the girl was super apologetic as well. She was like, désolé, and you know, like trying to make sure that I was okay, and I couldn't say more than like, it's okay. And then they had to find somewhere else to sit anyway, so there wasn't a whole lot of interaction there, but she was really apologetic. It was obviously an accident. So anyway, we're going to go into the museums now. We'll see what we see. I'm super excited about it because they seem really unique as well. This is crazy. Okay, you can see the Minotaur here, and then like back there, what looks like some kind of spider. I just got out of the museum. We are doing a complete change of plans. Instead of going to the Aerospace, French Aviation, Postal Museum, I am going to the cinema and I'm gonna go watch a movie. So the Hall of Machines was really cool. Even though it was really interesting, the stuff that they had there, I just wasn't able to appreciate it as much as I would have been able to if I could speak French, because there's a lot of like text and little signs and explanations only in French and not in English, but it was still really cool to see. And I think if you're the kind of person Have I gone the wrong way? Oh no, there. If when you were a kid, you would take apart machines to see how they work, like if that was really your jam, then I think you would love this museum, even if you don't speak French. And then I was like, okay, I'll go ahead to the other museum right now as well, which was like basically right next door. And then I was reading reviews about it, and lots of the comments and reviews were also saying the same thing, like it's a great museum, but they lack signage also in English. So there is a lot that I would just miss because I don't speak the local language, which of course is on me. But anyway, then I saw that there's a nearby cinema, and just out of curiosity, I was like, oh, what are they showing today? And they're showing Sinners in English with French subtitles. So I was actually like, you know what? I'm just gonna go watch a movie by myself. When I was a kid, I used to love going to the cinema all by myself, and I haven't done that in so long. So actually, we're gonna go watch a movie. We're gonna go watch Haley Steinfeld and Michael B. Jordan in Sinners in 10 minutes. The Minotaur is just so massive and so cool. You guys, I literally have the whole cinema to myself. Like, such a random decision, but I'm so glad that I did. It was actually so fun, and you know, it wasn't the plan at all, but I really enjoyed myself. I thought it was such a good movie as well. If you have a sensitive stomach and you're a bit squeamish, then maybe not the movie for you, but I loved it so much. I thought it was really, really good. Very interesting like movie choices. I'm not a film expert at all, but I thought there were some parts of the movie that were just also really cool, really interesting and unexpected. So highly recommend to go watch that as well. Tomorrow is a super exciting day. I booked a kind of city food tour around Toulouse, and I think it's going to be 3 or 4 hours walking around trying a bunch of different stuff. So I'm super looking forward to that because I did try one local dish. I'm really looking forward to trying more things kind of from the area, and I am really looking forward to that. The rest of the evening, I'm just gonna relax. Tomorrow, food tour.
From Basque region. This is goat cheese from Pyrenees.
Okay, so we just had some cheese. We have 10 minutes to explore Victor Hugo Market, and then we're going to meet again on the corner of the market to go to the next place. So our tour guide just told us that the Victor Hugo Market in Toulouse is the largest covered market, not just in all of Toulouse, but in all of France. So that's really cool.
This is dry sausage with garlic.
Là, on est sur le boudin.
Alors,
Boudin en anglais. Je peux pas t'aider.
Bed now. It's just gone 9:15. So let me tell you guys actually a bit about the day, about the food tour. We started off with a little cheese board of 4 different cheeses from the region. Then we explored the market for a couple of minutes, and then we went on to the next place, which is where we had like a meat board basically, and they had a bunch of different kinds of like salami and sausages and cured meats. That was also really, really good. We just had that with bread, and everyone had a little glass of wine with it as well. After that, we went to a place that does really nice sandwiches. You know, you have a little baguette cut in half, and then it's filled with sausage that's specifically Toulouse sausage, some spinach, mushrooms, and cheese, and that was delicious. And then after that, we went to a place called Mr. Madeleine, which, as the name suggests, sold various kinds of Madeleine. Do you call them cookies or biscuits? I'm not sure, but Madeleines. I had the original and the raspberry. The raspberry one was actually really, really good. Very nice and light and fluffy. The original one was a little bit more dense, but it also tasted delicious. And then to end the food tour, we went to a place that did the best, honest to God, the best macaroons I have ever had. And I really like, and maybe it's a personal preference kind of thing, but I like them when they have a bit more chew. These ones were really, really chewy and really delicious. Especially they had one flavor, salted caramel butter, which was just amazing. But anyway, so we ended the tour around 3 o'clock. Everyone just said their goodbyes, and I decided to go back to one of the thrift stores that I had been to the week prior. And the bag that I spotted last week that I really wanted, but I was like, you know what, I'll leave it, I'll think about it, and if I still want it in a week, then I'll come back and get it. And it was still there. So I ended up getting that one and actually another one. Tomorrow is a very exciting day because I have 3 interviews, so I'm really curious to see what's going to come out of that. And then I'm also going to go, I think, to Stradivarius or a couple of other stores because I texted my cousin's dad and I was like, hey, I want to get her something like a gift card to one of her favorite stores, you know, as a thank you for letting me stay here for so long. But so we have that going on tomorrow, and then day after tomorrow I am already heading back to the station to go to my next volunteering position in Corrèze, and I'm going to be there for the next 3 weeks. But for tonight, it's the end of the day. We're going to go to sleep. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Good morning. It is still technically morning. It's 11:15 now, and I'm on my way to go have brunch by myself. I just finished one of the interviews that I have for today. I think it went okay, but to be honest, I don't think it's the best fit. I think they could find a better candidate, and I think I would find a job that kind of aligns with what I want to do a little bit more. So that's definitely good to know because they told me a little bit more about the position and kind of the team that I would be working with and the stuff that's expected from this kind of job in this kind of area. And after hearing it, I was like, you know, it does sound cool, but it doesn't really excite me the way that the other one does. So that also tells me it's probably just not the best fit, and that's totally okay. This is an egg. Last night in Toulouse. Alright, well guys, here we are. It is the last night in Toulouse now before we leave tomorrow to go to Corrèze. So the plan for tomorrow is that the Uber is going to come pick me up at 8 o'clock. We'll go to the train station. My train is just before 9. And from there it's a 2.5 hour train ride from Toulouse to Brive. And then that's where my next host will come pick me up and we will go to the property in Corrèze. And that's where I will be for the next 3 weeks. I didn't vlog anything today because there really wasn't much that I did. I went and had brunch between interviews, so there wasn't really much to show you guys today. I just did the interviews. I went to that place for brunch and they had these fantastic savory pancakes with like the most perfect poached egg on top that I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure they must use some kind of device because it was genuinely like there's no way you could make that shape without some sort of physical intervention. It was incredible. And it also just tasted really good. Top, great meal out and way to kind of end my time here. And yeah, spent the rest of the evening just talking to my dad. We talked for an hour, which was really nice to just talk to him again and catch up. It's actually been a while since I've spoken to him and had like a nice big catch up. So that was really nice as well. I was also able to talk to my mom on the phone when I was kind of walking around town. So it was a super chill day, just like catching up and talking to people and getting myself ready for the next part of this whole France trip. Thank you guys for watching. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. If you are thinking of visiting Toulouse, then please comment down below. Let me know if you've been here before, if you want to visit, what parts of the city you think you would be interested in. I am always so curious to hear about other people's travel plans as well, and if there's anything you think I should have done while I was here that I didn't do, that I've missed out on, then I'll definitely put it on my list for the next time I come back to Toulouse, because I definitely want to come back. I think it is such a beautiful city, and you know what, the people are also so sweet. So I'm going to officially say good night and goodbye for this video. Thank you so much for watching. The next couple of clips are just going to be me heading off on the train, and I hope to see you in my next video, which is going to be in a cycling bed and breakfast in Corrèze. Thank you again, and good night.